lecturer and a former consultant to the Federal Trade Commission. He was president of his own advertising firm in New York City. He served in the Korean War with the 32nd Regiment, 7th Infantry Division as an intelligence sergeant. He graduated from CCNY and New York Technical College. I give you the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, Si. Everybody hear me?
Yeah. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Oh, right, okay.
This mic doesn't work unless you turn it on.
It doesn't work if you don't turn it on. Okay. Everybody hear me? Okay. Today we're going to talk about the service of Jewish veterans during all our wars in American history. The story of Jewish service and heroism goes back way beyond the Declaration of Independence in 1776. In fact, it goes back to 1657. Would you believe it? 1657. At that time, Governor Peter Stuyvesant issued an edict requiring Jews to pay for a tax rather than serving in the settlement's militia. The leader of the small Jewish community, Asher Levy, protested Stuyvesant's edict to the West India Company in Holland. The company ordered Stuyvesant to allow Jews to serve in defense of the colony. There were a number of Dutch Jews who were stockholders in the company, and they were instrumental in having the edict removed. They also ordered Stuyvesant to allow Jews to serve protecting New Amsterdam. Jews were served performing guard duty, and they did it proudly. Throughout our 5,000-year history, Jews have sought liberty, equality, and freedom. And in America, Jews have always been committed to defend and protect this country. In the Civil War, 8,000 Jews served in the Union Army. And it was during this war that the canard was advanced that the Jews were cowards, unwilling to serve their nation, interested only in enriching themselves at the expense of others. The proportion of the Jews serving in the military was actually greater than any other ethnic, religious or ethnic group. It was in this climate that the Jews demonstrated unprecedented devotion to this country and extraordinary courage on the battlefield. 7 Jews received the Medal of Honor in the Civil War, demonstrating heroism above and beyond the call of duty. Truth is, the American Jews have served in greater numbers than their representation in the overall population in every American war. The fact may come as a surprise to many anti-Semites that have always portrayed the Jews as avoiding military service and making money from businesses that supplied the military. One of the first Americans to promulgate this myth of Jews avoiding military service was the writer Mark Twain. He wrote a letter to the editor of the North American Review. As a veteran, he never saw a Jew in uniform in the Civil War. And after the war, he could never find anyone who remembered serving with a Jew. Letters poured into the publication refuting Twain's remarks, and they refused to print any of them. As a direct result of Twain's letter, 63 Jewish Union veterans met in the Lexington Opera House in New York City in 1896. They would found an organization that was named the Hebrew Union Veterans Association. It was the first veterans organization in the United States of America. Older than the American Legion and older than the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Jewish American veterans gave birth to an organization to inform Americans about the contribution of American Jews in the Civil War and later on all our wars. In addition to battling America's enemies on foreign soil, they also had to fight anti-Semitism and bigotry at home. That organization, founded 122 years ago, is now the Jewish War Veterans of the United States. It is the main organization for fighting anti-Semitism in the military while documenting the contributions of Jewish veterans in war and peace. It was the Jewish War Veterans that led the fight for Corporal Tibor Rubin to get the Medal of Honor for his heroism in the Korean War. Rubin was a infantryman with the 2nd Cavalry Division, 1st Cavalry Division, 1950. He was captured by the Chinese, and he was a Hungarian. He was born in Hungary, and he immigrated to the United States, and he volunteered for the Army. And when he was captured by the Chinese in Korea, they gave him a certain amount of freedom that they didn't give the other GIs. And he was able to get food for the prisoners of war. And because of his actions, he kept 40 men alive by getting food into the prison camps in North Korea. That was Tibor Rubin. And for that, they refused to give him the Medal of Honor, but through the efforts of the Jewish War Veterans, they eventually did give him the Medal of Honor about 10 years ago, and he deserved it. In World War I, about 250,000 Jews served in the military. 3 Jews won the Medal of Honor in World War I. General John J. Pershing said, "When the time came to serve their country under arms, no class of people served with more patriotism, with higher motives, than the young Jews who volunteered or were drafted to fight the enemy with other young Americans." In World War II, about 550,000 Jews served with distinction, many in combat. General Douglas MacArthur said, "I'm proud to join in saluting the memory of fallen American heroes of the Jewish faith." 3 Jews won the Medal of Honor in World War II. In the Korean War, my war, 150,000 Jews served in the military. And one of them, as I said, was Tibor Rubin. This is a photograph I took in Korea. I'm going to pass it around. It's, I don't know if you can see it, but you see a bunch of helmets over here, right? This is a Rosh Hashanah service. That's a Jewish New Year. We're seated on a hill. We're seated on ammunition boxes on a hillside, and we're looking down the hill, and there are a chaplain down here wearing prayer shawls, conducting a service, and this is a makeshift movie theater, but you can see the mountains of Korea. Korea is a very mountainous country, and you can get an idea of what the country is and why we should never go to war there again. I want to pass this around, Barbara. In the Vietnam War, Colonel Jack Jacobs won the Medal of Honor for saving 12 GIs in an ambush. Another Jew who won the Medal of Honor was Sergeant John Levitow, an airman. He acted with extraordinary heroism aboard an AC-47 airplane on a night mission. About 50,000 Jews served in all in the Vietnam War. Today, Jews serve proudly in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and many other countries around the world. Thank you. Clyde, the floor is yours.